brutally honest with you. Away from that, though, let's see what the press conference has had to say. No doubt, Mikel Arteta has had to speak on Gabriel, had to speak potentially on Bukayo Saka, and the rest of it. What time am I on Twitch? 5:30, broski. 5:30 UK time for anyone that's not in the UK. Obviously, adjust your clocks. Um, you know, adjust your clocks. So away from all of that, let's get into the press conference. Just before that, though, folks, Shameless FC. Make sure you're supporting the thing. It don't cost nothing to hit the like button, even if you're not gonna be there. And obviously, likewise, it also doesn't cost a thing to make sure you're supporting this thing as well. So yeah, people, make sure you're hitting those like buttons and supporting the thing. I appreciate that. Big up the 4 of you who've hit that like button as well already. What's all of this? One of my videos is premiering. Fair enough. And I should, Statman Baines and Aaron's one. After this, I'm literally gonna schedule it and it'll be out. So yeah, but getting into the Arsenal business again. Press conference. Where's the full transcript, man? We need to do a November review as well. And let me see if I can whack that out for tomorrow. Where's the full transcript, man? I don't know. Anything we miss out, we'll just click stuff. I don't think this is the full transcript, people, but maybe the edit is taking long. But as you lot know, Arteta's had his press conference. Let's see what he said. On team news, Granit is still not ready. Kolasinac is still not ready. We have a doubt with Bukayo and another few knocks we got against Newcastle. So today is the day to assess how everyone is and if they'll be fit for tomorrow and then make a decision on the squad. On Saka, I'm hopeful, but we don't know. Obviously, it's a really short turnaround and the player has had to be comfortable playing with a little injury. So let's see how he is in training. On the robbery involving Gabriel, obviously, it's not a nice thing to go through when you have a family involved and they're trying to access your house. Gabriel showed a lot of character. You see the reaction he had straight away. Credit to the boy. After that, he was fine. Obviously, he was shocked. There are a few things he wanted to change in his life to try and prevent those things happening. And the club gave him all the support that was needed to try to forget about the situation, learn from it and move on. So yeah, fair play. On how difficult it is to prepare to face Man United with all the changes there. You know what to expect when you go to that stadium and play in front of that crowd. They are a team, a squad that is one of the most talented in the league. True. You know the situation you're going to face is very difficult tactically because you don't know how they're going to prepare the game. True. The options they can play, the formation they can have. So it's more focused on ourselves, what we have to do, and make sure the team is prepared to go there and beat them. On Ralph Rangnick, we know he's a great player, great manager, and done a lot in the game, so I'm not going to read that. On his record against Man United, and this should be something United want to put right, the confidence that we have to prepare the matches to win, and we first of all have to respect the opponent, and we will have in front of us, but with the end goal, the mindset, the confidence and desire to win the game and have that belief straight away. Let's see that in the game, especially if there's any setbacks. On whether he expects United to line up similar to how they did against Chelsea, I don't know. Obviously, they are different games. You are playing Chelsea away. You have phases in the game. I don't think they were that defensive for the whole game. Sometimes you want to do something against Chelsea with their ability, and you cannot do it because of the quality they have and the solutions they can find to every problem you try to create. I expect a very lively atmosphere and a team that wants to come out. And obviously said, I don't know, that's the manager's decision in relation to Ronaldo. On Aubameyang's position, well, the form of Oba is always going to be related to the goals that he scored. Where are they? He does many other things apart from scoring goals, true, but obviously we need that contribution because goals are critical for our success. That's been shown in the last few years. We've been able to do that, and it has to be his aim to continue to do all the things that he's doing, and then in the right moments, put the ball in the back of the net. On if the club has an out-and-out number 9, I think with Laka it's a bit different. I think Laka is more comfortable playing there. Oba has played in both positions throughout his career. I think the formation that we play allows him more freedom to attack certain spaces more often, and defensive duty changes a lot from one position or the other. And that's something to consider depending on the players that play alongside him. On Tierney and Tavares, that's the level we want to achieve, that in every position we have players that can perform at the highest level and can complement each other by giving you different qualities as well. Last year, when we had an issue with Tierney, when he was out for a while, we had to invent and play players in that position. That's obviously something we want to eradicate as much as possible. And that's why we made the decision that we made in the summer to try to fill the gaps that we have and make this team stronger. It's only about that. Kieran hasn't played in a lot of games because he was still injured, and in others, because once Nuno played and played very well, I think he deserved the chance to continue playing. On the surprise around Man United's issues, well, it shows the competition and the league that we are involved in, that any team can cause a problem, that it's not as simple as putting names and numbers in there. It's much more than that. Undoubtedly, the quality that they have, and you haven't mentioned the other 3 or 4 of them that can play in that position, it's incredible, and it's why the club has been successful as well. On if the one thing missing so far is an away win against the top 6, true. Well, it is, because we lost against Man City, we lost against Liverpool. It's true that we beat Leicester. We have been one of the teams in that range in recent years. But obviously, that's what we want, to go to any ground and have confidence to go up there against the top teams and beat them. On replicating last season's win against Man United, absolutely, that's what we have to try and do. It's not about winning once. I think when we won last year, Arsenal hadn't won there for 17 years. So obviously that cannot happen if we want to be at the highest level. On Mertesacker, speaking about Rangnick, big up Mertesacker and all of them things there. But Ralph Rangnick is not relation to this Arsenal-related live stream, and I've spoken a lot about Rangnick and things like that. It's all mad, people. On Bukayo Saka, well, we're not going to risk our players if we believe they can obviously go against us. With an injury means that he may have to leave the pitch, and when someone has to leave the pitch, I believe that he's injured. Even though he's willing to continue, that injury can be 24 hours, 72 hours, or a year. Bukayo is really willing. He's been preparing for the last 2 days because he wants to play. Let's see how he is. Well, reality is, as much as I would be a bit of blow to not see Saka start, reality is we have a squad in it. You know, Pepe, Martinelli, whether you're going to go Aubameyang, Lacazette and bring in Odegaard, whatever you're going to do, players need to step up in it. You know, I don't like to sit here when Arsenal haven't got 3 points or whatever. And it's always the guys that are not involved or haven't started that are the messiahs and whatnot. On Martinelli's game time, it's part of the pathway. I understand we want to play all the players, but we can only play 11 of them. We have a young team and we have to find the right pathway with the right timing within the pathway, because it can look in a different way, in a different way. And I think it's very clear what we want to do with Gabby. Is it? His determination is absolutely top, and he'll continue to do that. He has the capacity to start games, no doubt about that. Said everything and nothing at the same time. On Tierney starting on the bench, it was a tricky one after what happened at Anfield and some individual errors that we had. We have to be careful with the message that we send to our players. I want to encourage my players to play with courage, to take risks, to make decisions, and to be on the front foot. And when they do that, if for any reason things don't go our way or someone makes a mistake, that's when you have to show trust in a player, because you want to build confidence and resilience, which is true, especially around the young players. Fact, it's not only for the players that's playing, it's also for the players that's not playing, to understand that part of that decision is to support. And in their case, if it happens to them, I will do exactly the same thing. It's something that we have to build, and with young people, players, even more, because if not, they get very confused. I have full confidence in him. On heading into the transfer window in a good position, I trust in the players that we have. You trust in all the midfielders or the lack of them, and try to make them as good as possible. I mean, we're not going to get much of a tune if we're looking to make any players here number 8s, and try to make them improve the team and try to be more and more consistent. If we play better, we'll get for better results. That's it. True. Maybe if we start to create the same logic, if we start creating chances, we might score chances. I don't know. On what the fans can expect in January, we are in discussion. We have talks every week about it, what we can improve, how we can improve the team, what things can happen in the January transfer window that can affect our squad. As you know, we have certain players with a little bit of uncertainty in the summer, so we have to plan what's going to happen now and what's going to happen in the summer. Lacazette, Eddie Nketiah, Kolasinac, these sort of ilks. What has to be done? We know we don't expect big things to be happening, but we need to be very alert in the market to see if we can improve the team. We have to be prepared because things can happen and injuries can arise in this period of the season, and you have to be prepared and planned. No shit. I think that's, let me see. Is there anything else? Spurs versus Tottenham tickets, when are they out? I might try bag one. 26 quid. All right. So that's quite a small press conference. I think he said everything there, innit? We're in discussions internally, blah blah blah. So yeah, I don't think he's not said anything there. I think that's his press conference, people. Like,